Thank you for joining us for session 4 of Summer Refresh. In this session, we're going to do a wellness interview. So I'm going to be asking you questions, and I want you to write them down in your journal and look at what your answers are as you progress through the interview. The interview is broken down into 3 different sections. First will be assessment, the second will be dreaming, and the third will be designing. So the first part of the interview will be all about where you currently are in your wellness. The second part of the interview is where you will want to be, where you dream to be, best case scenario. And the third portion of the interview will be about how do we make that happen? How do we design action steps to get you from where you currently are to where you want to be? Let's begin. First, how do you feel about your physical health? Think about your physical body. What you're eating, what you're exercising, what you are doing currently that has to do with the input and the output of your physical body. So, I'd like you to first write down, 1, how do I feel about my physical body? 2, how do I currently feel about my exercise regimen? 3, how do I currently feel about my diet, meaning the food that I am purchasing, preparing, and putting into my body? 4, how do I feel about the integration of my food, my exercise, and my physical body throughout the day? Meaning, how do I feel when I wake up in the morning? How do I feel while I'm at work? And how do I feel after work? Next question. Think about how your body feels in each phase of the day, morning, afternoon, and night. So break that down, morning, afternoon, night. When do you feel you're most energized? When do you feel you're most strong? When do you feel you're most flexible? Think about your schedules and how your physical body moves through these schedules. So for example, in the morning, if you're having to get the kids ready for school and you're lifting bags and you're lifting kids and putting them in car seats, what does your body feel like as it's going through that process? In the afternoon, if you are sitting up at a, slouched over, or are you sitting straight up, or are your hip flexors really tight because you're sitting in a chair at work all day? Do your wrists ache from typing? All of these things. Figure out how your physical body feels in the morning, afternoon, and then at night. Is evening time the chance that you have to exercise? What does your body feel like when it's exercising versus when it's sitting still? What does your body feel like as it's time to relax and go to bed? Does your body fight sleep? Or does it gently fall into sleep? So for question 5, I want you to separate your day, morning, afternoon, and night, and track how your physical body experiences each portions of this day. Next, let's talk about our mental state. Question 1. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the weakest and 10 being the utmost best, where is your mental state? Are you feeling confident, fulfilled, content, happy, energized, creative, innovative? Or are you feeling insecure, weak, unsettled? On a scale, decide where you are mentally. Question 2. How do you experience mental shifts throughout the day? Starting in the morning again. Do you wake up happy, excited, prepared, ready? Or do you wake up feeling discouraged, on alert, scared, hesitant? Mentally, let's go through our morning, afternoon, and evening experiences. Question 3. What are the thoughts that come to your mind throughout your daily experience? What does your mind tell you that you can do, that you can't do? What are those questions or those statements that your mind tells you? Question 4. What does your mind tell you to feel as you are going about your day, or as you are having a new idea or a new challenge or a new project? What does your mind tell you to feel? And question 5, why do we listen to our minds? That voice in our head, that inner critic that we worked on last session. Why are you listening? And if you're not listening, that may be your answer. But if you are sometimes listening to that voice in your head, why are you choosing to listen? The next section that we're going to cover is emotional, spiritual, whatever you would like to call it, your emotional being, your emotional experience, your feeling connected to everything around you. Question 1, what emotions are you feeling right now, right this second? As you're working through this wellness assessment, what emotions are you feeling right now? Question 2, what emotions do you feel that you experience most often? Doesn't matter what time of the day, it doesn't matter what you may be going through, what are your habitual emotions that you experience the most? Question 3, how do your emotions influence your decision making, your daily activities, or your relationships with other people around you? Where do these emotions come from and then drive you? Where are these emotions sending you? Perhaps it's to another emotion. Perhaps one emotion leads you to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next, and now you're somewhere that you never meant to be. So where do these emotions come from and drive you? Now that we have finished our assessment, both for our physical body, our mental state, and our emotional state, we're moving on to the section of dreaming. What we hope for ourselves, what we wish our physical body, our mental and emotional states, where we wish they were. So now it's all about dreaming. It's all about perfect scenario. It's all about exactly what you want, as if your day or your life is going perfect. So let's start dreaming. Physically, what do you want to work on? And let's make sure that our goals are very clear and very specific. So don't be so broad to say, I want to work on having a better body. That's a very broad, general statement that is going to be hard to pin down or track progress on. So what do you want to work on? Perhaps it is, I want to strengthen my arms, or I'd like to work on some abs, or run for 30 minutes every day, running 1 minute, walking the other. Maybe I want to drink more water, or maybe I'd like to add more green vegetables to my diet. Put something that is very specific and very measurable. That way, you know if you are achieving it or not. Okay, so 1, what do you want to work on with your physical body? Write that down. Why is that important to you? What is the benefit of working on that? And what is the cost to working on that? What is exciting about achieving that? What is holding you back? What characteristics do you currently have that can make this happen for you? Now, the same questions apply for our mental state. What do you want to work on? Perhaps that is adopting a more positive mindset. That's pretty broad. So let's be a little bit more specific. So perhaps it's something that you will do that will lift your spirits once or twice a day, such as reading a quick poem, or listening to music that you love, or having a random dance party whenever you want. Something that's quick and simple, but be very specific. What is something that you want to work on that will alter your mental state? Perhaps it is mental clarity. And the answer is that you would like to declutter your home so that when you come home, you don't feel more anxiety or stress because you see everything that is left to do. Pick one thing that you feel like will help improve your mental state. And then the same questions apply. Why is it important to you? What is the benefit of doing this? What is the cost? What is exciting about changing this mental state? And what is holding you back? And what qualities do you possess right now to make this happen for you? And lastly, let's dream about our emotional state. What do we want to work on there? How do we want to shift the feelings that we habitually experience from sometimes negative or draining into energizing and balancing and excited? So, first question, what do you want to work on? Why is that important to you? Why is it most important to you? What is the benefit? And what is the cost? What is exciting about changing the emotional experience that you're having? What is holding you back? And what characteristics do you currently possess that is going to make this a reality for you? We have completed our assessment of our physical body, our mental state, and our emotional state. We have also now completed our dreaming phases for our physical body, mental, and emotional states. Now we're moving into our design phase. It's action step time. We are going to write down exactly how we are going to achieve what it is that we want. Ask yourself, what very clear action steps will I take to make the 3 things I want a reality? Next, write down how you plan on achieving that goal. Be specific, make it measurable, be very clear with yourself. Next, choose your by when. By when will you have achieved this goal? And lastly, decide who will be your accountability partner. We all need accountability partners. They help us grow. So ask someone to keep you accountable. It could even be me. Thank you for showing up to do Summer Refresh. Showing up to do the work is sometimes the hardest part. I'm always here for you, and if you ever need me, reach out. I'd love to chat more with you.